ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, the government touting the success of its electricity rate adjustment with lower costs for thousands of consumers. Several outstanding Bahamians in the legal fraternity given high honors. And in sports, Comets secure BAISS title. The Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition starts now. Tonight, the weekend edition. Good evening, I'm Desmond Saunders. Thanks for joining us. Firefighters spent hours trying to contain a large blaze erupting from a scrap metal yard near Tonique Darling Highway. The fire could be seen miles away as smoke billowed into the air for much of the day. There have been no reports of injuries nor threats to residents. Close to news time, our news team was not allowed near the blaze for safety reasons, but the New Province Ecology Park released a statement noting that this incident is unrelated to the Ecology Park. The release adds that the park is actively assisting in efforts to contain and extinguish the fire. Officials of the New Providence Ecology Park noted that emergency response teams are working to manage the situation. We'll have more updates later. Investigations continue. Energy Minister, the Honorable JoBeth Colby-Davis, using the results of an analysis to prove the naysayers wrong about the government's plan to reduce the cost of electricity. Contributing to the mid-year budget in the House of Assembly, the minister touted the success of adjusting the tariff structure to create more equity for BPL's tens of thousands of consumers.
BPL has approximately 94,500 residential customers. According to the latest analysis provided by BPL, approximately 9,636 households received electricity bills between $5 to $19.99 in January 2025. Going further, Madam Speaker, approximately 41,014 households received bills between $20 to $99.99. Approximately 8,283 households received bills between $100 to $124.99.
Well, according to the minister, this translates into 58,933 households, or 62% of residential consumers, receiving bills under $125 in January. To the critics who contend that energy consumption is traditionally less in the cooler months, the minister reminded that there are other variables to consider, such as fuel charge.
However, we cannot deny or ignore the impact of the ERA.
That's right.
It is also worth mentioning that lower electricity bills also means less funds paid in VAT and more money in the wallets of Bahamians.
Well, in a matter of days, several Bahamians will receive keys to their new homes. Minister of State and the Ministry of Housing and Urban Renewal, the Honorable Lisa Ramming, revealed in Parliament that home ownership will now be made available to 6 residents within the Seabreeze constituency as part of the government's continuing housing development program.
On the 21st of March, we'll be rolling out our first set of rent-to-own initiatives in the Bahamas. First time ever under the Honorable King Pell and the housing team, the Davis administration. I invite you all to come. Historic. And it's in Seabreeze. Homes are being built across New Providence, Grand Bahama, Abaco, and the Family of Island.
Plenty work, plenty to be done.
We have already broken grounds in Carmichael, South Beach, Abaco, and Freeport, making the beginning of a new era of home ownership in the Bahamas.
The Minister of State adds that the government remains relentless in providing affordable housing for Bahamians.
Deputy Speaker, we are not only building homes, but we're building communities. This administration understands that a house is more than just 4 walls and a roof. It is about ensuring that communities come together and also ensuring that they have schools, parks, proper infrastructure, and opportunities for economic growth. This is not only talk. They'll say we just talk, but this action.
Special sitting in the Supreme Court Friday as the Bahamas Bar Association bestowed high honors on outstanding Bahamians within the legal fraternity. Our Lord Allen was there.
A commemorative sitting at the Supreme Court, an annual event this year recognizing 11 persons from the legal profession whose legacy has now been added to the annals of history.
Today is a commemorative sitting where we remember attorneys that would have died in the previous calendar year.
The posthumous recognition, including the likes of the Honorable A. Loftus Roker, Donald Saunders, Joan Ferguson, and Cedric Parker. Retired Judge Carol Mizowick and Assistant Chief Magistrate Carolyn Vaught Evans say the event, though a sad moment, provides an honorable farewell.
The legal profession has been around for hundreds of years, and so it's very important for us to remember and to lift up those members. So we have a former Chief Justice, former magistrate, some King's Counsel, very eminent lawyers.
Normally at these things you have for more the long-standing lawyers giving tributes and speaking, but we had quite a mixture.
That mixture including young lawyers Clinton Clark and DeVard Francis.
Today I had the honor and privilege of giving a tribute to Dennis Gordon Williams. He's also a counsel and attorney at law. He's a good brother, friend, and colleague.
Beyond these parameters of law, beyond the parameters of this building, I would tell everyone, listen, while you have a chance, love on your family, love on your friend. Don't waste 1 second in an abyss of bitterness. Forgive.
Family and friends of some of those recognized say having them honored by those in the profession means more than words can express.
I would just like to take this opportunity to thank the Bahamas Bar Association for taking the time to honor the fallen members of the organization, and I also want to take this time to say that I appreciate the love and care.
For someone to come out of Abaco, go through his, take his journey as a teacher, to qualify as an attorney, start his practice as sole practitioner, bring his children on, eventually be appointed King's Counsel.
This is a kind of learning ground because sometimes we don't know a lot about our colleagues until they have passed away. And so, but a lot of the speakers touched on the fact of integrity.
And then to live to see and participate in his son being raised to King's Counsel. It's quite an accomplishment.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
International Women's Day observances across the country. That and more when we come back.
With BTC's crystal clear mobile service, stay connected seamlessly, whether on land or at sea. Our reliable postpaid plans keep your loved ones closer, no matter where life takes you.
Diet-friendly special.
We're
here at the Nassau Village Community Center project, where over the past 17 months, we've hired over 20 Bahamian subcontractors to bring this beautiful project to fruition.
I've been living in Nassau Village for more than 19 years, and to see a project like this bring great joy and pride to me.
This state-of-the-art multi-purpose community center will serve as a crime-fighting initiative in the community, also help with the education of our kids in this community, and a hurricane shelter.
Yeah, and it also shows what we as Bahamians can achieve when we work hand in hand with each other.
We have the technical know-how, and we can pretty much deliver on any project here in the Bahamas or in the world.
Bahamas Strike and the Bahamian Company, they prove that they believe in Bahamians.
Based on the outcome of this project, I don't think they're disappointed in giving a small person an opportunity to do a job such as this.
The more opportunity they get, the more opportunity we will get.
If you look around and see the work done so far, it just shows what we as Bahamians can do.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
Today is recognized as International Women's Day, marked by millions March 8th. International Women's Day celebrates the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women. The event, previously known as International Working Women's Day, commemorates women's fight for equality and liberation along with the women's rights movement. International Women's Day gives focus to issues such as gender equality, reproductive rights, violence, and abuse against women. Well, hundreds of citizens marched through the streets Saturday, standing in solidarity for International Women's Day. The route stretching from Clifford Park to Rawson Square, giving activists, social groups, and corporate Bahamas an opportunity to unite, demanding equality and justice for all. Organizing cheer for the event, Candace Weish.
This is a call to action for all women and men and children in our country to take a stand against domestic violence, child abuse, and to support families of murder victims. We are here to take back our territory and believe that this is our nation, and we will pray for our people. A lot of women are hurting. A lot of women are trapped in broken relationships. A lot of people are struggling, and we're here to bring hope today. We are in Rawson Square, the symbol of our freedom, and we're saying we're taking it back for Christ.
Was one of the key sponsors for the event, CEO of Oak Tree Medical, Chris Steedeville, says that movements like these are crucial to the well-being of society.
I'm a woman, first of all, and I have 3 daughters. And so it's important for me to create an environment that's safe for them, for our community and our country to be somewhere where I'm not fearful for them to be. And so we decided that we were going to partner with this initiative simply because we want to stand with the women that have been abused, women that are marginalized, women that feel that they don't have a voice. And we want to stand with them and say to them, you're not alone. We're coming together as a community to support you.
Well, the Rotary Club of East Nassau honoring 6 of their past female presidents to commemorate International Women's Day. Matea Cunningham fills us in.
Rotary Club of East Nassau commemorated International Women's Day by honoring 6 women who served as past presidents for the organization. Before any woman had the opportunity to serve as president, one woman had to pioneer and become the first. In her absence, I spoke with her father to learn more about her journey.
My daughter's name is Michelle Genevieve Rasson Moody. You know, it was a time in our history of our Rotary Club where we hadn't made that transition to bring women into our club, and I felt it was important. And I knew whoever comes in first is got to have strength of character to be able to deal with the jokes and the things that are normal. And quite a little resistance, but basically the board said yes. And so she was the first woman in the club. And then, because she's a hardworking, dedicated person, she threw herself into the club and what the club does. So within a couple of years, she became president of the club. So she was also the first female president of the Rotary Club of East Nassau.
Upon learning about this remarkable moment in Rotary history, I got the opportunity to speak to 2 past female presidents.
And women all throughout the Bahamas, all the women Rotarians have done great things. There have been a lot of women, and in fact, the first district governor was a woman in my year, so it was like icing on the cake. It was really, really a good time.
I think it was an honor and a wonderful opportunity to be the past president of this club that does so much for the community, not just locally but also internationally. So it really allowed me to lead the club in a way that had an impact on the global community.
Rotary International is one of the world's largest service organizations, and on this International Women's Day, they honored some of their most influential female leaders. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Matea Cunningham.
Visitor or resident, you would notice the amount of young men working on the Exuma Road Improvement Project. Some of them told our Altuis Munnings why they chose to work on this once-in-a-lifetime venture.
Hiring young Bahamian men was one of the common denominators in Bahamas Striping Group of Companies' decision to take on the Exuma Road Improvement Project. With a current staff complement of 75 persons, there's a large mix of talent. We met striping assistant Stefan Sweeting in Rotary. He told us that learning how to stripe enabled him to become an entrepreneur.
I started it in 2023 of August, and from then I've been learning the ins and outs of the company, but now I'm here now to further propel myself further.
You will find laborers Frederick Ramsey and Dino Dean in the heart of Georgetown. They basically do a little bit of everything. But their ultimate plan is to gain all the skills they can get to elevate their professional careers.
I like the water truck or the tombo.
You want to operate the water truck? Why?
It's a good position too.
The bobcat, that's just something look fun to do, right? Even though that's working. Yeah, I like to do that.
Keno Williams is also a laborer who's been on the project for the past 2 years. The camaraderie with his colleagues keeps him going.
Everybody's worked together. That just makes it more peaceful to me.
Striping assistant Travis Johnson has also been on the Exuma Road Improvement Project for about 2 to 3 years.
From 2021 until now, from where the road was to now, it's been a great experience. You know, to me, I see it as art.
Born in the Bahamas, 21-year-old Dorian Alton grew up in Jamaica. He returned home last year November just to work with Bahamas Striping in Exuma.
As you know, as young people, we need to start somewhere. So yeah, and plus, I heard it's like a free trade. So you get to learn while you're working. So.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Altaviz Mannings.
The Bahamas Tonight continues after this. Stay with us.
Here at Immigration Care Service, you can trust us, especially if you have experienced issues or problems with the U.S. immigration at the borders. We'll do our best to provide options and solutions to immigration roadblocks, so travelers can continue visiting the U.S. and residents can continue living their lives in the U.S. without worries. The best part? Our services are affordable and accessible. Take the mystery, confusion, and fear out of your immigration concerns. Contact Immigration Care Service today.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Bahamas, are you ready? The world is coming to Wasan for the 2025 CONCACAF Beach Soccer World Cup qualifiers. March 11 through 16 at the Beach Soccer Stadium next to the Sydney Poitier Bridge. The Jungle Beach Boys, top 5 in CONCACAF, taking on Mexico, USA, and El Salvador. Beach party meets world-class soccer, non-stop action, jungle rhythms, great food, and pure vibes. And it's free. Bring your crew, ring your cowbells, beat your drums, no whistles. March 11 through 16 at the Beach Soccer Stadium. Visit BahamasFA.net for details. Bahamas Beach Soccer, pure vibes.
Welcome to your
Saturday Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. Well, they led after every day of competition this week, but of course, it's not all said and done until all the races have been tallied. Yesterday, the Queens College Comets would take home the 2025 BAISS Track and Field crown, edging out their arch rival, the St. Augustine's Big Red Machine, QC, finishing with a total of 1,344 points.
I said, you know, we're feeling great right now. We're feeling good. Everybody excited. Everybody happy. That's the way to go.
Now, you know, your teams were able to break some records out there. Tell us what went into the planning and how you guys were able to maintain your focus to just get the job done.
Listen, it's been a long 3 days of fierce competition between us and other school. And if we'd have slipped just for a second, we would have lost. So we had to just tell the kids, stay focused sometimes. Hey, it might not go the way we wanted to go, but we have to keep on going. And that's how we did it. We just kept on fighting.
Big Red Machine coach Jason Edwards spoke about narrowly missing out on the win.
A little disappointed. You know, we like to come out victorious, but the kids fought hard. We had a number of kids nurses some things, and I'm sure they had it on the other side too, but that's just to lay it along.
For another year, the Temple Christian Sons proved they are among the top schools as far as athletics is concerned in the BAISS, as they would finish third overall.
It was the difference maker for us this year was everybody coming together. We were committed. Everybody played their part. Everybody did what they had to do. Everybody rallied around each other, and we came out to put on a show for the people.
Now tell us a little bit about your team makeup. You know, what went into the planning strategies?
Well, our under 20 boys, very strong. Under 17 girls were very, very strong also. So that was the bulk of the team, and we used that to our strength. And the others, they just chipped in, and everybody just came and worked together to do very well.
In college basketball news, you'll let McAfee McCoon and the Ole Miss Lady Rebs nearly knocking off the top-of-the-ranked Texas Longhorns yesterday in the SEC tournament quarterfinals. KK Dean with 20 points, highlighting a strong fourth-quarter comeback attempt for Ole Miss. They would lose 70-63, outscoring Texas 23-7 in that fourth quarter. Next up for the Lady Rebs, they await to hear their name called on Selection Sunday.
When young people have a goal or a dream, you help them achieve it. It's not about me. It's not about what I want. It's about helping young people go after something that maybe they couldn't even imagine. Because also in this climate, people don't even want to try, because when they do, it's on social media if they fail. And so it is my job to help them, and my staff's job to help them be brave enough to go after their dreams. And so hosting will mean that these young ladies of Team 50 were brave enough, even when we lost to Texas A&M, even when we lost to Texas close, even when we lost to South Carolina, to go after their dreams.
Freedom Farm baseball action from earlier today, and coach pitch a nail biter. The Red Ants, they would get past the Grasshoppers 8-7. We got up with the winning coach post-game, as well as Freedom Farm founder Greg Burrows, how the season has progressed thus far.
Especially competitive game, and a team that we beat earlier today, wasn't better. The team today gave us a real fight, but we stayed with it, and we came through.
Happy to report that we're halfway through the Freedom Farm season for 2025, with a lot of activities going on in all the divisions, very competitive. We have record numbers again this year.
And that's been Look at Your Sports on this Saturday. A check on weather when we return.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We love to bad enough for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. These 14s get right, they gotta be proud. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Is the Little Caesars
stuffed crust pizza. Get more pizza for less money. Only $12. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready Thursday to Saturday between 4 and 8 for only $12. Simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Hi, I'm Brent Burrows, Vice President of Retail and Sales at CBS Bahamas and the CBS Pro Store. Not only do we guarantee the best prices on all your favorite building materials, but we're proud to offer the best delivery program in all of Nassau. Whether you buy one box of screws or a truckload of plywood, island-wide delivery is just $5. And for our Family Island customers, we're proud to offer complimentary drop-off to the mailboat of your choice. Visit us today at the CBS Pro Store on Robinson Road and check out our website to set up your next delivery.
Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we have been in Exuma now for the past 4 years, carrying out our paving program. A part of our company's philosophy is producing work to international standards. So when you look at our paving division, we have a state-of-the-art lab to do all of our testing in-house, as well as a state-of-the-art asphalt plant with a trained technician carrying out the work on that site. The overarching goal of our company is to produce the work that we're doing in the entire Bahamas to international standards. We also make a difference by the training of our staff. We have a very intensive training program going on to where we are teaching young men how to learn the art of striping. Being a young man myself, I've made mistakes in the past. I was given a second chance to better my life, and it's only fitting that we pass that along. What's important for us is giving them a second chance for them to get a skill and a career that could take them further in life.
Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. Cause if it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. If it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
Despite speculation spreading across social media, Agriculture and Marine Resources Minister Jomo Campbell put that to rest after giving a few members of the media a tour of a few farms involved in the Golden Yolk program.
So the reason we're doing this is, we've seen a lot in the press lately, a lot of negative comments, but we want to let the Bahamian public know that this is indeed real, and we wanted to do it in a tangible way for you to come and see, so persons can know it's not a golden joke. There are no gimmicks. The birds are real, the infrastructure is real, the land is real, the people are real. And the benefits, the most important part for the Bahamian people, is as real as could ever be.
The Golden Yolk program was created to achieve national self-sufficiency in egg production, with the latest expansion including the donation of 3,000 birds to the Bahamas Agriculture and Marine Science Institute to advance the project further.
So out of these 3,000 birds, we actually going to have about 2,400 eggs per day, okay? So again, this is a big accomplishment in terms of reducing the price. And then the price actually was going to go down, the eggs going to be affordable. So along with the layer program and the field program, which I'm going to show you the next section, where you have 1,000 adult layer chickens.
This comes as a bird flu in the United States leads to the prices of eggs globally skyrocketing. The hope, though, is not only to reduce the price, but also support our local farmers. Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
Time now for checking tonight's weather forecast. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us in studio with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Desmond. A beautiful day around the islands today, and right now outside of our studios, we have a temperature of 77 degrees with just a few clouds floating around. Relative humidity, 65%. The winds are south-southwest at 5 miles per hour. The barometric pressure, 1,016.3 millibars. That is 30.01 inches. And your temperatures around the islands, 76, Marsh Harbour, Abaco, Green Tool, Key and Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Berry Islands at 75. Another 76 in Alice Bimini, Harbour Islands, 74 degrees. Rock, Sandy, Luttrell, 78. Fresh Creek Central Andros on the warm side at 80 degrees, 81 in Kemp's Bay, South Andros, and Black Point, Exuma, Artisan, Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rumke at 78. 80 degrees in Georgetown, Exuma, 78 again in Ragged Island, Clarence Island, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, Maguana, 80, 79 in Acklands, Matchitani, Nagua, 80, and the Turks and Caicos Islands also reporting 80 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight in the northwestern islands, south to southwest winds at 10 to 15 knots, the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Low tide will occur at 9:26 tonight in the central and southeastern islands, southeast to south winds at 10 to 15, and the wave heights also 2 to 4 feet. And then on Sunday, those winds going to shift. They will come out of the south at 12 to 18 knots, so we will see an increase in the speeds. The wave heights building 3 to 6 feet, so we will put caution flag in place for boaters in the northwest Bahamas tomorrow. Now, the low tide tomorrow, that will occur at 11:34 in the morning with a high tide at 5:24 in the afternoon. And for the central and southeastern islands on Sunday, southeast winds once again at 10 to 15 knots and the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Satellite pictures showing the frontal boundary near northern Florida with some high clouds associated with it. That front is sinking towards the south and will enter the northwest Bahamas late on Monday evening, and by Monday night late it will pass through the capital. Could bring with it 1 or 2 brief showers, but certainly the winds will be increasing ahead of that front and behind the front. Some very, very strong winds as we head into Tuesday of next week. Tonight, though, we're going in for clear skies with a low temperature of 66 degrees, and tomorrow, breezy in the morning, otherwise pleasant with lots of sunshine, a high temperature reaching 83 degrees. And the extended weather forecast, as we already told you, beautiful weather tomorrow. But come Monday, particularly in the afternoon, we'll see some clouds increasing as that frontal boundary gets a little closer, 1 or 2 showers, and even an isolated thunderstorm possible along the frontal boundary. And as we head into Tuesday with the front behind us, temperatures dropping into the mid to upper 70s during the daytime, but very, very breezy conditions. So we have an advisory out for boaters in both the northwest and central islands on Tuesday. And as we head into Wednesday, we'll see the skies open up again with lots of sunshine returning. But those night temperatures will remain very, very comfortable for the next several days, taking us right into the weekend. Desmond.
Thanks, Basil. Don't forget to set your clocks ahead for the start of daylight savings time Sunday. Remember to spring forward 1 hour. And before we end the days, we pay tribute to our outstanding women here at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, whose creative abilities make the weekend edition worth watching. The Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. We thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching. Have a good night.